Okay, let's proceed to the second step, which says make an account in IBM Cloud. Okay, now this account creation is free of cost. You can use limited services in IBM Cloud Services, and in this example we will use how to use free account to send the values to the cloud. So to make the account you need to have some websites. So just go to cloud.ibm.com. This is a website you can open and you have to make an account. So sign up for this account services and you have to confirm in your email address, and it will just take a few minutes and you can have an account. Once you have an account, you have to just log into this website, cloud.ibm.com, and then you will have a slider on the left and go to resource list. So you will have resource list which is empty. Okay. And then you can also open a website which says internetofthings.ibmcloud.com. These two websites are interlinked. Okay. So once you open this website, you have to sign in again. So in this case, it will automatically pick up the ID information or password from here, or maybe you have to log in with the same ID credentials. And then you will see a dashboard like this, in which if you see your email ID here, and you will see that you're not a member of any organization. No problem. So what we have to do is we have to have an organization here. All right. That's the step one. So how you can do that, go back to your cloud, IBM Cloud, like this website, cloud.ibm.com. And here you have to search, go to, maybe you can just search here, just type Watson, or let me see, where do you can find it? Yeah, just click on create resource, and then you will see all the resources here. And if you go down, you will find Internet of Things platform. That's the resource you want to install. So just click on this one. This is free of cost. And then it will ask you some information. For example, select the region. So you can select the region which is close to you. For example, I'm in Germany, I will use Frankfurt. So this is the region where you send the values. So if the region is closer, the cycle time will be less. So I will choose Frankfurt, and then this is the service name. That's okay. I don't want to change anything. And if you want to put some tag, that's okay. Just click create. So there you can see there are also paid plans, but you can use limited services and the free plans. So once you do that, it will create it for you. So this has created, and you can click launch, and then it will open the same link here, you see, but now with your organization. So my organization is 5J18ZQ. That's the name. So this name is randomly generated. So now I don't need to have this web page. If I just refresh, it will automatically show here as well. Okay. All right. So now I'm in this window. So here I have to create a device now. So click on create a device, and you have to mention device type and the device ID. Okay. So device type, let me type PLC next. And device ID, I will choose, let's say, sensor. Okay, so I have PLC next, my device, and ID is my sensor. You can choose any name you want. It depends upon how you want to signify or show your device. So if you remember device ID, if you know the device ID is sensor, device type is PLC next, you can remember that, oh, you use this for your PLC next application. So it's totally up to you. So then you click on next, and you can put this information. This is optional, just to give some description to your device. And this device is a virtual online device. It's not a hardware, it's a software device. So you can put any information here which is related to your application. Then you click next, and here you have to have a token. This is a secure way to link your device to the cloud. So you need to mention the token number here in the device. Okay, this is a kind of password. So I will use my token number. You can use any information you want. Then you click next. So it will show you that your device information. If you are happy with this information, if you just need to confirm it, click finish. So your device is created. This is again a confirmation. All right, device is created, and you will see here the connection status is disconnected. So I will go to my devices here again, and I can see my device is disconnected, which means it is not getting any value. So your device is created. So let's go back to presentation. So after making an account, make an IoT device and note down the credential, which means we have made the device, which was PLC Next, which was the ID, device type, and sensor was the device ID. So you need to know just two information. You need to know, let me just go full screen and just check my pointer. So what you need to know is basically two things. Once you make an IoT device, you need to know the device type, and you need to know device ID. So this information is important. And then authorization token, which is also important. Okay. So, all right. So let's go back. Go back to our IBM device. Okay, we are here. So now you go back to your Node-RED. So I will open this again. And instead of quick start, I will go to registered because we have already registered a device. Now it will ask you for credentials. So open this button here. Organization. Now what will be the organization? You know that. This is the organization ID. Copy this one. You will have your own organization ID and paste it here. And here you have to mention the complete link, or maybe you can just leave it blank because I hope it will take automatically organization ID and this link will be automatically taken. Now device type. If you remember your device type was PLC Next, ID was sensor. So device type, PLC Next, ID sensor, and then you open and then you mention the password which you generated. So I will open enter my password, click add. So this will add your device, which is registered. Click done. So this information has been updated, and now I will click deploy. So you have to see the information should be connected in this case. If it's not connected, you have some problem in your device, or you have entered incorrect ID or password. So once this is connected, I will close this window. Go back here and you can see here it is connected, and I will click on this one and you can see recent events, and you can see this value is coming to your cloud, humidity and temperature coming from here. All right, so now you have your values in the cloud in a registered device. This was the information I wanted to share, how you can do that. So if you want to see this information in a bit impressive way, what you can do is go to your boards in this IBM Watson platform, and you have some cards which are predefined. We will not change anything here. You will say create new board. Board name I will type PLC Next. Click next, and this is the owner, that's the owner. If you want share as read only with everyone, you can click here, click submit. So now you have a new board in which there are no cards. Cards are actually the values. So I click on this one, add a new card. Let's say I need a generic visualization, and you will automatically see your value, sensor and PLC Next. This is the IoT device. Click on this one, then click on next and connect new data set. You have to click here. Now you have an events. So I will click on plus. Property. Now what was the property? Humidity. Let's say we want to read humidity. I will name it as humidity. This will be a text, and click next. And here you should get the value of humidity. I need to check what's the problem. Property was this was humidity. Next and next. Submit. Let me check again. This should show the value automatically. Maybe I have to type in the event. Property must be defined, huh? Yeah. So now you can see I was just a bit confused. You have to make sure this is even, and property is this humidity, which I define here. So your humidity value is coming here. Similarly, if I want to show temperature, I can just duplicate this card, copy and paste. And here I will just change the property to temperature. Oh, it automatically comes. And then if you want, you can also give the units. Click next. I have to name it temperature. So this is coming temperature, and that's my humidity. If I want to add some more visual interface, I can add a new card and I can show a line chart. So again, I have to select my device, connect new data set, and this will be event. I will say humidity. This is a number, and this is in percentage, so I can type percentage. Click next. So then you will have a line chart like this. So this should get the value of humidity. You can see the value starts from here, 33%. And I can have it for temperature as well. So I can just make it, or maybe for temperature, we can have a different visualization. Let's say take a gauge, sensor, next, new data set, temperature, event, it's a number, and unit is degree centigrade, next, next, submit. Oh, I didn't define the property. Temperature. So I have this card here. So this is my gauge. This looks a bit small. Next, submit. Yeah, so that's my temperature and that's my humidity. So this is how quickly you have seen how you can send the value to the cloud, and then you can invite the members who can view this dashboard. And you can share this dashboard, and this is more secure because you have an organization ID and you can invite the people with their email IDs. So these are the values now going to the cloud from my Node-RED, temperature and humidity. And what we have done is we have used a registered IoT device. Okay, this was the part of the lesson. So after making the IoT device, we have to send the values from Node-RED to the cloud, and we are using IoT device from IBM. And then you can read the values in the cloud. So this was all about how you can send the values to the cloud services. So just go ahead, and in case if you don't have PLC Next, if you just have a Node-RED or you have a Raspberry Pi, you can still try that. PLC Next I'm using because the benefit of using PLC Next is, if I go back here, the Node-RED is installed in the PLC Next. So you don't need to have a computer. You can just open your Node-RED, which is in the PLC Next, and send the value directly from the PLC to the cloud. So that's the benefit. I'm not using any computer here. The computer is just used for one-time programming. And then you can just use your PLC Next. And one thing you must be aware of, this PLC Next is always connected to internet. That's why, actually this is a common sense, but this PLC is always connected to the internet. That's how it is communicating and sending values to the cloud. All right. So what I can do is I will keep this PLC Next running. I don't know for how long, but if you just want to see the values which I am getting here, if you want to see these temperature and humidity value, just open this cloud. Maybe, okay, I will share this information in the description of this video. I can invite you to see my dashboard. If it's possible, I can do that. Make it public and you can see this dashboard and the values coming. Or you can try by yourself and just make this JSON command and put your parameter inside. Just remember these parameters, humidity and temperature. Maybe you need to add this in your card information. All right, so this was about how to send the information to the cloud using PLC Next and Node-RED. All right. Maybe in the next video, I'll show you how to get the values from cloud back to your PLC. All right. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.